Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought I'd share with you guys where the Vatican is preparing guidelines for apparitions and other supernatural phenomena. Guys, this actually got a lot of people, reacting to it, and I was able to put up some of the stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section and let's dive into it.
So I came across this article that was published a few days ago. The Vatican preparing guidelines for apparitions, other supernatural phenomena. Apparitions are appearances or communication with divine beings such as saints, angels, or Christ himself. I don't really know why they're doing this. I don't know why they're preparing, why they're setting like the stage or having some sort of preliminary hearing for the world to know, but let's get into it. The Vatican is preparing to release a document giving guidance on how to discern supernatural phenomena, and the document is going to be published on May 17th during a live stream press conference. May 18th was a month after the solar eclipse that we just had, and May 19th is the day of Pentecost, which is when Jesus went into heaven and then the Holy Spirit descended. Before believing the Vatican, we need to remember that they have paintings like these above, where they suggest or insinuate that UFOs are a thing, that UFOs were a thing of the past. It's also worth noting that the Vatican already has in Arizona, here in the United States, and it overlooks Mount Graham, where there's said to be lots of extraterrestrial activity. Now, what does all this mean? I don't know. And I saw this on someone's TikTok channel that I'm going to link in the caption, but the dates were also referenced in The Simpsons. This should be known that they have the largest telescope there, and we have to remember that they have catacombs or little tunnels or whatever it is that they have underneath the Vatican, where it's said that they have records of like secrecy, they have skeletons of like non-human bones and not animal, just very insane allegations. But the dates are very peculiar, at least for me. And the last note I want to make is that the United States just allowed a portal in New York City where we can connect with people of Dublin. We never asked for that. We never asked to know what was going on in Ireland. I don't know why they did that. But if you read the Bible, then you would know that there are portals that connect to this world and to the outside, like the portals that connect into the spiritual realm, which is what the Vatican is preparing us for. They want us to have discernment, which is what God says that we should have. Now, I'm not pushing religion. I'm not saying anything. There's a lot of weird and odd connections and correlations here having to do with The Simpsons. They're odd paintings. They're alien-like inscriptions on their walls and columns, and the demonic figurines and sculptures that they have, the underground passageways, the portal, that big thing that's behind the Pope that said that Jesus is coming out of like some sort of nuclear explosion. There's a lot of conspiracy theories behind all of these things, but I'm not sure why they're doing it. It's so weird. It's so odd. And the fact that they put the portal again, like, that's just weird. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this, but the Vatican is reportedly preparing for an upsurge of supernatural events. According to the report, the Vatican will be releasing a text on May 17th explaining exactly how to discern and deal with apparitions, supernatural forces, and other phenomena. Now, to me, it sounds like spiritual warfare is once again ramping up, and people in certain positions know this and are trying to warn the public. I've already been hearing and seeing multiple posts from people claiming that they and people around them are getting irritated and upset a lot quicker than they normally would. And with strange events happening like massive solar storms hitting the earth, people claiming to see demon faces, and people recording shadows flying by during the solar eclipse, maybe something did shift in our world that we the people need to be mentally and spiritually prepared for. On the other hand, there is a growing group of people that don't trust the Vatican in anything they say whatsoever, and there's a couple of reasons behind it. For starters, it's pretty well known that they have a large archive of religious texts that's hidden from the general public. There's no confirmation as to what's actually in these archives, but some people theorize that there are original texts from books that were taken out of the Bible. People have also pointed out that some of the architecture and artwork in the Vatican looks a little sinister or evil in nature. But leave a like and let me know what you think about all this.
Wow. Everything is being exposed so far in 2024, and I think the best is still yet to come. Now the Vatican preparing guidelines for aspirations of other supernatural phenomena. Come on now. Let me know your thought in the comment section.
The Vatican knows that extraterrestrial life exists. He was very confident. I know you've been following this for a very long time. What do you make of what the Vatican is saying this morning?
Well, I've only found one news site actually reporting that it was going to mention aliens, and they didn't attribute that data point. If you look at the website for it, it limits itself to talking about apparitions and related paranormal phenomena. And it's supposed to be kind of an update of protocols that the Vatican had for handling cases like that. So they only started a few minutes ago. You have them there live right now. So haven't really had the chance to hear what they've said or to see the document itself. My guess is that it will probably not mention aliens. I would be surprised if it did, and all things are possible. But I think it's going to focus on apparitions and the kind of paranormal phenomena that often accompany apparitions. So by apparitions, we mean people who claim to see Jesus or the Virgin Mary or angels or other saints, sure, and sometimes to hear things as well.
So is there evidence of angels and aliens being one of the same? Do you believe that could be true, sir?
I think what we're encountering right now in the UAP studies is probably different things. There are a few things that I think seem to fit a demonic profile, but I don't think the majority of them do. Others, I suppose, could be angelic sightings, but I think it likely that we're talking about some other things too. Genuine extraterrestrial intelligence, perhaps intelligent species that are crypto here on Earth. I think it could be a lot of things, and maybe angels are one of them, but we'll have to see.
Dr. Thigpen, I'm curious here. How do you prove an apparition, especially to non-believers out there?
Well, it's maybe hard to prove to non-believers in some ways, but
Sure,
but the kind of evidence that the appropriate officials would gather would be first to try to determine the facts of what happened. So somebody reports that there was a light in the sky, that others see it. Any other evidence of it? Is the truth being told? The people who are making the report, they would want to look into their background some. Do they seem to be people of integrity? Could there be medical or psychological issues there, so that to try to rule out things like hallucination or even hoax, counterfeiting? They look at the content of it to see, what's being said. If someone claims, for instance, makes a claim like God and Satan are the same being or something, they would say, yeah, that's probably not divine. And also just verifiable information. If somebody says, okay, the Virgin Mary came to me and said that on such and such a date the world will end, and it didn't end, that's pretty good evidence, that it wasn't true. So there are more. People don't realize, I think there are many more apparitions that the Vatican would say, nope, we don't have
sure,
evidence, than those that it would approve. Those are few.
They do their research for sure. And like you mentioned, the Vatican is actually releasing those findings right now. We just started a few minutes ago. But David Grush, he told News Nation special correspondent Ross Coulthart the Vatican was in possession of a UFO aircraft from 1933. Do we have time to listen to that, guys? Yeah, here it is.
1933 was the first recovery in Europe, in Magenta, Italy. They recovered a partially intact vehicle. Italian government moved it to a secure air base in Italy for the rest of kind of the fascist regime until 1944, 1945. And, the Pope Pius XII back-channeled that.
So the Vatican was involved?
Yeah, and told the Americans what the Italians had, and we ended up scooping it.
So let me be very clear about this. You're saying that the Catholic Church, the Vatican, they know about the existence of non-human intelligence on this planet?
Certainly.
Dr. Thigpen, you also spoke to David directly about this. Do you believe the Vatican has been covering up proof of extraterrestrial life?
Yeah, I wouldn't use the word cover up. You have to think about the historical circumstances. If it happened, there's no way I can know for sure. But I certainly take David at his word, David Grush, that he was given that information. He also, said to me that certain documents have been published a couple of decades ago that, are alleging this. And you look at those and you say, maybe they're not so convincing. But David says he has for additional evidence. He's not just depending on that. So given that, I trust his testimony.
Hello, everybody. You know how they're talking about the Pope is issuing new guidelines on dealing with seeing spirits and apparitions and angels and, in fact, right up to Jesus? Well, I just saw a video on YouTube. I'll put the name of it in the description, and it's about the secrets of the Vatican. And did you know that there apparently is an actual, for real angel rumored to be captured somewhere in the Vatican? What if it got loose and now it's going to get its buddies, and that's why they got to put the flyer on how to deal with it? I don't know, guys. It's weird. This whole Vatican thing, they need to be exposed just like the Smithsonian. Like, I want to know what's in there. I want to know. That's my thing, my burning thing. What's all the stuff there? But can you imagine if they had a for real giganto angel and it escaped? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
So the Vatican has released some new guidance for alleged supernatural phenomena, and I find it absolutely fascinating, and I think we should talk about it. So apparently back in 1978, they wrote up some guidelines that said that local bishops could be in charge of discerning whether or not something was supernatural. So in other words, if there was a sighting of the Virgin Mary, an apparition, if there was stigmata that somebody saw, then the local bishop could make that call. And they've now removed that authority from local bishops, and it has to go all the way up to the top. So they're saying that there's going to be a little bit more investigation involved before people will rally around a site or before everyone will think that it is a showing from God. The Pope himself will now be declaring whether or not this is a sign from God. And I think this is so interesting for a variety of reasons. First of all, a lot of people are talking about this in relationship to UFOs. Apparently, it is very well documented that the Vatican may have helped conceal a UFO craft that landed just after the Second World War. I haven't done enough research about it, but I've heard about it. Might be interesting. And second of all, I think it is another sort of ploy to put more power back in the Pope's hand and also see the Pope as someone who is truly connected to God. There's been a lot of stuff that has come out lately about how people are leaving the church. They, recently came in and said that same-sex marriage was something that they accepted now, which is one of those things that obviously is for membership. And so I have to wonder if it is, a way to kind of put the Pope himself back in the spotlight. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. I didn't honestly even realize that they had supernatural guidelines, and so reading this was a treat this morning. But what do you guys think about it? Have you read about it? And if you have any sources on where I can read about the UFO stuff,
seriously, lovelies, this 2024 is a year of everything, a year of revolution, a year of changing guidelines. This is what I've been trending, all over social media for the past 4 days to 1 week, that the Vatican has changed guidelines for supernaturals. And this actually got a lot of people talking. This actually got a lot of people to question, why? Oftentimes people have been seeing so many things going on. There's a video I posted not quite long, I think it's about a week back, where some people, decided to come and they have this claim that they saw some kind of people with the black eyes, some kind of creature that not even only one person but 2 or 3 people they have come out to claim that, which I even posted a video reacting to it. These people say that somebody actually narrated his own story about how he was having a nice gesture with someone. Then when he went further and looked back, and this person turned back and looked at him back, but the eyes was all black. He is not actually the first person that say or claim this. Another woman, which I also, stitched her video, claimed the same thing. And there are so many things that have been going on. A lot of people claim to see some, creatures flying. A lot of people claim that they saw creatures in the shopping mall. Like, there are so many things that have been going on in this 2024. I know that maybe most of these things have been going on for over the years, but in 2024 happens to be a year of so many things. In this 2024, Putin decided to reveal its words and made the world to know that the person will be, and they will be claiming that he is actually a Caucasian or white, Yeshua is actually of a darker skin complexion, and this, got internet talking. This got a lot of people reacting, even though black people have known this for a very long time that, Yeshua is actually a person of a darker skin complexion. But, our white counterpart do not want the world to know it up to when, Putin decided to open its doors and revealed that our, savior is actually someone of a darker, skin complexion, and all of those people that they have narrated their stories for us, they have talked about in the Bible, that also the people with the darker complexions. And this has been the talk of time, and people keep questioning, why is it that if these people were actually, of this, why is it that they hide all of these things from us? Why is it that Putin is revealing all of this? Why is it that all of the revelations are happening in 2024? Not even quite long. There are so many revelations that talks about how there are so many things that was removed from the Bible. There are so many chapters that was removed, or the Bible was actually twisted or something. A lot of people, there are so many findings in this year. There are so many things going on. There are so many, you all can see it, the way I was even reacting and, putting it out here for us to know what is actually going on. And now this Vatican trying to give guidelines on how, as if there is something that is going on that they do not actually want us to know, or maybe they don't want us to know because they want to protect us from something that we don't know about. And this thing is something that we all need to look into. We all need to ask ourselves, what is actually going on? Why all of the revolutions all of a sudden? Why the guidelines being changed? Why is it that the truth is being revealed? Why is it that there are so many infos this year that keep me wondering that why is it this year? What is actually going on? There's a video that I saw where most of these rich celebrities have a private bunker, and I was like, why are they now building private bunkers all over? Why are the celebrities stop even is it Elon Musk? He also have private bunkers, and people were just reacting why are they? What is it that these upper people know that we do not know? Why is it that they are trying to change so many things, the revolutions of the truth and all of that? These are the questions we all just need to ask ourselves and actually look at the positive side and see if we find answers. And this news of trying to change guidelines on how the supernaturals and all of that is another thing that we all need to look into. We all need to question what is happening. And there's a lady that I actually stitched her video. She was talking about how there was a captured angel that have been kept in the Vatican for a very long time, and to say that this captured angel is escaped and all of that. So is it the reason why all of this is happening? Is it there are so many things that we all need to ask ourselves. What do I know? No, when I say I just brought it here for us to delegate to know what is actually going on. If you're aware of or you have any info, you could just leave it in the comment section as they've said earlier on, so that we all can just look into it and delegate together and actually educate ourselves of what actually is going on in this earth. Because like I said, It's been out there, a lot has been put up there, a lot have been said, and so many people are looking for answers. And guys, if you have any other answers or any other thing you have to chip on or chip in this revolutions and findings, you could just leave it in the comment section, because at least we all can know and be aware and actually work towards a common goal. Anyways, love this. If you have watched up to this extent, why not leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, why not do your girl a huge favor to subscribe and support this channel by sharing this video. And if you want to support, you can also super chat us. It's a means of encouragement and all of that. And I want to also use this medium to say a very big shout out to my newest subscribers, to those people that subscribe my videos, my channel, those people that actually come for my premiums and all of that. I see you all. Thank you so much for all the love and support. And to my returning subscribers, oh my god, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate each and every one of us, I am actually getting more educated with the comment section, like with the comments you guys are leaving in the section. Like seriously, anytime I'm less busy, I just scroll and keep on reading it and educating myself more, because they say that this knowledge knowledge shared is knowledge gained and all of that. So guys, I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.